staging will have IF underscore something, right?
Did you get chance of creating of item?
Yes.
You have created any IS?
Item creation?
Yeah.
We didn't try this, right? We didn't get time actually. We want to do it, but we do not.
Successfully created a user today, so today I will create.
Today we created it.
Okay.
You include all the owners and all.
Yeah.
That's it.
Need to
This
create.
FTP servers ka access, Shiva, can you guys give it from here? Because RF, we had to talk with RF yesterday and says the IT guys, they don't know anything about SIT and QA environment, they only know about production. So you need to get in touch with the Appler team, that's what it is. So can you guys give us access to FTP servers or something like that?
No, no,
SIT and QA environment.
no, we would be able to share with you the URL and all.
Uh.
But only thing, I mean,
Access
ultimately
to
they
the
have,
server, right?
ultimately they have to provide because all the servers are located in Hbg space itself,
Right.
either in Hbg or with TCS.
Okay.
We don't have anything. We just connect to the servers and get whatever we need.
Okay.
So,
So the confusion is there.
yeah.
They say IT guys.
see, interface and all. There is a EDA team. Rajiv is there.
Who is that?
Rajiv.
Rajiv. Okay.
Yeah, he should be.
Inventory.
But what about its order management? Because
Order management, once inventory completes, then order management.
Because according to the diagram flow, these order after order it comes into inventory.
Means
So,
inventory will get decreased once the order has fulfilled.
Okay.
So you need to know the complete details of inventory,
Okay.
for which warehouse you are selecting the particular ISB.
After that, the order will be placed, or
Yeah, order will be placed, and then you can see the difference between the order quantity. Like I have shown you the hard allocated quantity, ending balance, usable balance. That will be decreased based on the order only.
So the flow is in that way. The flow is wrong here.
Show me the flow.
Yes.
Customer, item, order management, inventory. See, inventory is actually
Once the order
inventory is
is
not
fulfilled.
to anything.
Yeah, not
That
that.
will be checked in
So
inventory.
inventory has to be there.
Okay.
So without inventory, you cannot create an order.
Okay.
Item should be there. Item quantity should be there.
Okay.
See, suppose 2000 quantity item is there. Then if you order 20,
Without
order
inventory-
will pick up 20 from there.
Okay.
And then if 2000
How
is
can-
there, then 1980 will be the remaining in the inventory.
We don't know, right? The particular ISBN has a warehouse, for the particular warehouse has a quantity or not.
Okay.
So for order creation, customer, item, and item should have
In that
inventory.
flow is explaining about once the order has fulfilled, it will decrease the quantity with respect of warehouse.
I think he showed, yes, she said it's a flow.
Yeah.
But as such, it should be there before actually order is placed as well. Both. Okay.
Yesterday I have shown you, right, the list price, default list price, which I am unable to update the copy price. I will selecting one ISBN which has tentative price. Because I am able to create that price in my user.
Okay.
Why don't in test one I am unable to create?
Or else you can log into with your credentials.
Yeah, I have logged in with
Okay.
my credentials. Maybe there are any responsibilities over there. Oh, it's already there. Here it will show us only the default price values. So for this item there is no price. Okay, this has a tentative price, whereas this ISBN does not have any inventory price in the warehouse. all price lines and all warehouse for the particular ISBN will be located in this screen.
So when you make changes to this, you need to run that WMS job, right?
Yeah, WMS master and item price.
Okay.
See, there is no price with respect to this.
Yes,
Since
sir.
this ISBN does not have a default price.
That is why.
Yeah, so once you check this to default,
Yeah. So then we can have a copy price and we
Done.
calculate copy
Yeah,
price.
done. Okay. See, the same price, the same warehouse with the same pub status, it will be shown over here and with the pub status as default. So now
We
I'm
need to populate inventory price always, or it's okay? We don't have it.
means
It's okay.
with respect to your wish. If we define in this screen, there is no need of this price will exist in the item screen. Here we may have for ISBN we may have different warehouse which locate in different warehouse. Suppose I will select one ISBN which has so many warehouse.
So I didn't understand the answer for that question. So we need to have one inventory price, right?
Yeah, we need to have inventory price. If it does not have any default price,
Hmm.
when you create an order
Hmm.
with respect to that ISBN, it will show us an error message like it does not have a default price.
So it should have at least one list price which should be default.
Yeah.
And it should have a corresponding inventory price also there. At least
Yeah,
one should be.
yeah, and which has the usable balance. How
Which
we
has
need,
usable balance.
yeah, that will come next. See, which has this many warehouse over in this screen. But for this particular ISBN, all price lines will not exist in the item screen. See, only one price line.
Okay.
Here we can define any type of warehouse with that particular price. You got the difference about this? What?
So what is the significance of this then if anyway we are creating?
For a particular ISBN, we should have a default price. Then it won't accept another price lines also.
But in the other screen you are creating many, right?
Yeah, we can create many. Here, the same book can exist in different warehouse,
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
So the particular warehouse may not existing in all the
We should not be
customers.
comparing the list price with inventory price in the first place, right?
Yeah.
List price is separate altogether.
Yeah,
And
it
here
is
we
a-
have one inventory price was there. That you are saying you can always have more.
Yeah,
than
the default price will always existing in this screen, which is the common price which existing in the inventory price screen and item screen.
I think you shouldn't check this box on, but the price listed here.
No, I have already this. Means once the checkbox is
Oh.
checked, it will display the price over here. If the price is existing in this screen, then it is almost checked. It won't show the checkbox as checked.
One second. We know this is both list price and inventory price, right?
Yeah.
And there the other screen is only for inventory price.
Yeah, inventory price.
Correct? So there the default list price is also appearing is what you are showing, right?
Yeah.
Whatever we
And we can define any number of prices over here in this item screen, and by clicking on this copy price button checkbox, it will existing in the inventory price also.
That will appear there, or there's no connection between this and that screen, is it that?
Yeah, it exists. If the line exists over here, then it definitely shows in the create maintain inventory price screen.
I have a general question. Can a book have different prices?
Yeah, you can have
a
it.
number of different prices.
All the type of warehouse you can define, and the same warehouse may have.
Price list.
Yeah, prices or list price.
List price or which one it appears?
List price.
List price means in item screen you are saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can have.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how a book? I mean, how book have a different prices?
Means the customer may sell if a regular seller.
Different with the pop status or
No, not with,
any other business rule here like.
No. That is the customer wish to sell that book in any price.
No, but default only one can be there is what you said earlier, right?
Yeah, only default price is one.
One. Other than that, tentative we can have many, and there is
Tentative also one. Future price is many.
Okay.
And tentative price cannot be updated by the in this screen. You can't update tentative price. Once the tentative price modified to default, then only we can update the prices.
So at any given point of time, item can have only one default price.
Right.
Right? If item doesn't have a default price, then the HBG cannot do business with that item.
Right.
First.
Right.
Once it has a default price, then that price can be copied to the inventory.
Right.
Right? Default price only can be copied to the inventory.
No, we can copy any price.
Tentative.
Not
Not
tentative.
tentative, you can't copy, yeah.
No, not tentative. If this is the pub status is not mandatory field here.
Okay.
So if you create another, like suppose.
Okay. So other than tentative, you can have copy this price
Yeah.
in the inventory.
So this will exist in the same in that screen also. Since I have copied this.
Here, this automatically gets there.
Yeah.
You can add many more there.
Yeah,
Right.
many more. With respect to the warehouse. That is in this screen. This is mandatory field, which is a warehouse.
But HBG can do business only when the default price is for the e-book. Is it? Only when the
Default price
when
exists.
there is a default price only, HBG can do business with it.
Yeah.
For other warehouses, you cannot define in that item screen.
So
For other warehouses, you can define only in inventory screen, right?
Only in inventory screen, and there is one more scenario like you can create other warehouse as in a product family mapping. We have a default warehouse, right? So if you define a warehouse like KI something in that product family mapping, once you create the ISBN with respect to that product family, then it will automatically select that warehouse in inventory price.
As default warehouse.
As a default.
Oh, okay.
See, India is the default for it.
Right.
Yeah,
Other
India
than
is-
Change it there.
You
Yeah.
change it there.
Okay.
That warehouse deflects.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a bit, if you can just understand this, then.
This will comes under order. Once when you create an order, you will definitely select one price line with respect to the warehouse and all.
How many warehouses do we have?
We have lots of warehouses.
Many are there.
Many are there. So this is the creation of warehouse. So
So you want to create a new warehouse then?
you can define over here.
Here only?
Yeah, you can define over here. So we can define particular contact ID which we defining in the item screen. The
we are
contact.
creating a warehouse for a, I mean, is there any business significance related to an item or just independently?
Independent. This is not related to the ISBNs. Means suppose a HBG wants like the new functionality came like HMH. So HMH user has only HM as a default warehouse. So we need to define that warehouse in this screen. HM.
When you create it, and I mean, why we need to create warehouse from the OTC? Because warehouse itself is a different. WMS itself.
No, warehouse is an inventory.
Uh-huh.
See, warehouse is where
It's a physical
we
location,
see
right?
physical location of the inventory.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So this warehouse, Indiana, I mean India is Indiana warehouse which belongs to HBG.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, you can create n number of warehouses.
Kensington warehouse like
Kensington.
KI.
KN and everything you can create it. And from our perspective, we have to imagine that is a physical location.
Mm-hmm.
It's a room sort of thing
Right.
Yeah.
where the inventory exists.
Right. Exactly. For Indy, we have different application, right?
Hmm.
It's a warehouse. Indy is a warehouse,
It's a
right?
warehouse,
And
that's
it's a
where
different
it is.
application.
No, that's also one of the entries in
Now, you know what?
in the
What we are
warehouse.
saying is physically India is existing somewhere.
Mm.
You forget about that.
Yeah.
So that you will come to later.
Okay.
Now if you can just understand what she is telling, when she does shipments, then you will come to understand.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever physically we are doing there,
Mhm.
we run few batches
Mm-hmm.
where that data will get reflected here.
Okay.
See, physically it is existing somewhere, but there should be some application or some focus should be there in OTC
Right.
where we play around with things.
Yeah.
Bindu, you
And when we
can
do
you show
shipments,
this,
it will
that
be
is
clear
also
for you.
one of the warehouse. Can you show that Indy being configured like this?
This is the Indy
This
warehouse.
is the one?
Yeah, IN is the Indy warehouse.
So this is what it is now. That is also one of the warehouses. And then similarly you can create many more warehouses.
Yeah.
So if you create, right now you can create any warehouse, junk warehouse like that?
Yeah,
Or
you
it's
can
same
see.
in that?
You
Any
can
warehouse?
test it
You can
with
test it by
the
creating any warehouse.
yeah, you can test it with any
As long as
warehouse.
it's not harming anybody, you can go ahead.
You can create everything, but at the shipment time, I think you'll get a problem.
Yeah, that's
Right?
what.
I think in test data we can create over here in this
Yeah.
OTC SIT also,
You can
because
create it.
we won't use that type of warehouse which you create.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't know that.
You
that
don't want to be using what you create.
yeah.
Only for testing, but once you get into pure application testing of those defects and all, you will never use this screen at all.
Yeah, we never use actually we never use this screen now itself. We only use that inventory price screen and item screen
Okay.
and the print and bind screen. Those reservation and inventory transfers. Those screens
In
only
the,
mostly
in
in the inventory. Most of the screens we use, but once that production application gone to production, we does not touch anything in this warehouse screen or something screen.
Okay.
So you may not get any defects in this screen also.
These are all the master data what we are doing.
Yeah, got it.
These are all the master data. Item is a master data, customer is a master data, inventory is a master data for us to perform the order management
Oh, got it.
and invoice. So what all she and everyone is teaching now in OTC about inventories, it's all the master data.
Order processing is transaction. becomes
Order managing, it pulls up the inventory, item, inventory, customer, discounts.
Mhm.
Discounts is again a master data.
So these are the mandatory fields, you can assign
So
it
what
and
is short key? A.
which one?
Short key A.
I don't know the sort key regarding this.
So it will be there in the document? What is the short key?
Yeah, you can get it into document field names.
So
Maybe
after
we
it
have
comes-
forgotten it because 3 years back we have done
Okay.
this screen and all.
And what is the difference between ship location, return location, and print on demand?
This ship location and return will be existing in when you do the returns and shipments, that address and all thing will be exist.
And what is
With
the-
respect to that address, it should the warehouse is there in that particular address.
Okay.
That details over there.
Now what is about print
And
on
Act 2 should be the checkbox because the warehouse is Act 2. If you uncheck it, it won't show us in any screen.
Okay.
Like in inventory price screen, when we are selecting the warehouse, it won't show this type of warehouse. So if the checkbox is checked, then it will be showing over.
So when we select that checkbox, print on demand location, is there any scenario like that?
No,
And what is the electronic feed? What do you mean by that?
I don't know.
And ITR account number, NVR?
ITR account number, when we do the transfers for the particular means Indy to Indy or Indy to other warehouse, we define for a particular customer to have this warehouse. If for the particular warehouse only the customer has been transferring the ISBNs, means books. Indy is a warehouse, right?
Yeah.
Indy has a warehouse. We define one customer to that warehouse.
Okay.
Only that customer will be transferring those books to others.
What is ITR full form?
ITR is full form, I don't know, but ITR is transfers receipt numbers actually.
Okay, that also view only warehouse. What is the WHSC? Why?
That is a warehouse.
WHSC, the whole,
Warehouse.
they are using it for warehouse.
Interface, I think.
But what is it? Warehouse type indicated with BD means
BD.
binary.
Where is it?
Here in ITR account after that.
Warehouse type indicator. Warehouse type indicator. Oh, the types of warehouses?
I think you need to go through the
Document,
notice.
वो क्या होता
Yeah.
है? Binary drop shipment.
Yeah, that's what. BD का मतलब वही है. Binary dropship मतलब BD is one of the form that something. It comes under that BD. Okay.
Electronic field means order shipment, like when you generate the
EDI is related.
print, right? Print, it will show the details of that particular warehouse. Once the shipment's done, will generate a print, Xerox.
So you have a set of test cases, you work with this module
I think you
somewhere?
get in this counter.
Counter.
Java counter.
Yeah, we are having an issue that we don't know in Java Counter where to go and look for them. Can you help us out? Once you finish your thing, and then we log in and we'll show you. Can you just point us to those tests?
I think Krupal will know all everything.
Krupal.
Krupal will know?
Yeah.
Krupal ka session ka hai, I'm not sure that is. ठीक है, anyway, we'll see.
Once I'm done, then Santoshi, then only Krupal.
Krupal, is it?
Yeah.
Fine.
We will be demoing the order management.
Santoshi.
Santosh.
Okay, let's move forward. Create, maintain.
So after creating warehouse, we will go to create maintain binary, right? So you're going
Yeah.
to pre-location criteria.
This is binary means just defining the particular warehouse in that binary. It's not mandatory, that's all.
It's not mandatory.
Yeah, not mandatory.
So what do you mean by binary actually?
I don't know, no idea. With respect to country of region, we define one binary, that's all. This will mostly using in print and bind receipt screen.
Okay.
So we define any binary.
It's in.
So this is the pre-allocation screen, which I was saying about the pre-allocation quantity will be defined.
Pre-allocation criteria. What is pre-allocation quantity?
Yeah, if a warehouse has like 400, with respect to the percentage like 100% or 50%, will already locate to the particular customer or a particular owner in this screen. Will define it.
So
If
at
the
least
warehouse-
you are dividing that 400 into 100% for this category or something like that?
Yeah, will be divided.
Splitting that into.
Yeah, but I will show you here one example.
The owner group reporting.
See, here is ISBN related. We may define ISBN related to the bill to screen, means the customer, with respect to the customer. We are defining the default pre-allocate quantity, means
50 to IP.
Yeah.
50 to
50 usable. If the usable balance is 400, means once the ISBN got the usable balance decreases to 400, then this 50 quantity is being allocated to the particular as pre-allocated quantity, means which we are storing some quantity in the warehouse.
Okay.
I didn't understand.
So this particular customer wants to buy some books with respect to these ISBN.
Right.
We are defining with respect to ISBN and the customer.
Okay.
So if the usable balance is 400,
Okay.
so if any customer wants to buy like 500 books, so what they will do, like we are defining this particular user will be located 50 quantity to that particular customer, not to another.
Oh.
So they will have some.
So 500 means
target
450. 450 remaining.
So whatever
But-
percentage is available
but-
there, some percentage are always allocated to this guy, remaining only will be
Yeah,
distributed.
yeah,
This is what-
yeah.
We're giving actually some importance to this
Because
guy now.
this customer is a regular customer,
okay.
so we are
already pre-allocating them 50.
50. If when the usable balance is decreases to 400.
What happens if it is
Decreases.
more than that?
If it is more than, then it will not define any pre-allocation quantity. Once it decreases to that usable balance, then only it will be allocated.
So suppose we have 1,000 books, example. So out of 1,000, the usual balance, their minimum is 400. of course. So some customers purchase that balance. So after the one specific customer will be there, he will be a brand customer for our company. So for that customer, we will always allocate them before decreasing some quantity with that. So that it's in.
If it is more than 400, he will get whatever he is, but at any point of time, he will not get less than 50. That's what we are saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Minimum 50 is
Yeah, 50 will be
guaranteed.
automatically will be allocated to the particular customer with respect to the ISBN.
They will fix some usable minimum value.
Yeah, based on the fall below percentage. So 400, 10%.
It's 40, I think.
What is it? Percentage it falls below?
10%. What is that percentage?
If it falls below 10%.
Percentage, if falls below the 10%. If it does not falls to the 10% below, then it won't allocate that quantity. So we are defining this usable balance with respect to the percentage.
Okay.
What percentage?
Suppose
Percentage of what?
So,
of the quantity.
Okay.
so out of that 1,000 quantity, the percentage is 10%.
10,
then
100.
100.
100. So 100, but if it is based on the usable balance, it will be 100. But we are defining the quantity also. If we are not defining the quantity, based on the percentage, it will allocate. If you are already defining to that quantity also, then once this usable balance decreases to this respective percentage, it will automatically allocate 50, not 40.
Okay. So next time, can you repeat on?
Actually, based on the usable balance, there is 400.
Yeah.
With respect to the percentage, the customer should get only 40.
40 years.
But we are also defining the pre-allocated quantity to 50.
Okay.
So we are overriding that 40 to 50. So the customer will get 50 quantity.
Then what
Not
is
the
the
40.
10% then?
If you won't specify that 50,
50,
Then-
if you want
then-
to specify
yeah.
50, then automatically it will segregate according to the percentage wise
Yeah.
it will divide.
Yeah. Previous checkbox. In the history, it will show all the details of that.
But this is all about
Customer.
that, that's fine.
Yeah.
Even here it's 100, 12, 12. That means 100 percentage, usable minimum is 12 and then whole because 100%, right? 12
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Charging है?
It's okay.
Maybe she we open multiple
Mm.
screens, right?
I have.
It's always starts slow in the middle because
See here the field name, and you can, when you change the owner or a reporting group with respect to the line, it will update over here.
So where will you get the dot history? In which tab?
The checkbox, history checkbox.
no. Oh,
So can you-
we are in inventory, right?
This is a pre-allocation screen.
Okay, this one.
This one, this one, this one.
But pre-allocation, you're creating ISBNs. Can we create ISBN? I mean, sorry, we can we populate ISBN?
Yeah, you can populate with respect to owner or something else.
For this warehouse, these are the ISBNs. We can define like that.
No, not with respect to the warehouse. With respect to the customer.
How did you get this? You gave some search or something? How did it populate here?
F11 control F11.
So it's everything, is it?
Yeah, it's everything.
How did you get that?
If you want
Query,
one
query,
particular
Query with,
query,
with
yeah,
query with?
Control F11.
F11 and control F11. So if we define a owner, then all the ISBN which existing in that owner, it will allocate that quantity based on the percentage and the
So
unit.
now you are populating that ISBN numbers based on the customer or based on the warehouse? Now we are getting the based on the warehouse.
This is based on, not with the based on warehouse, this is respect to customer.
So where this customer name is specified here?
Yeah, bill 2 is a customer.
Okay, Bill 2 is a customer. Okay. Okay.
Where did you put?
Yeah,
Where
here,
did you bill to?
this one.
Oh, okay.
Bill 2.
But the
It's a
code,
build ID.
code
Yeah,
also
we
there.
did that.
Bill 2 is nothing but a customer and account, B pronunciation with respect to
Okay.
this way.
Bill 2 is a customer.
Bill 2 is a customer or any account. If you say account, then it is a bill 2.
So this warehouse is for so and so customers you are defining here?
No, not with respect to warehouse. We are allocating some quantity. Some quantity, not with respect to
So-
warehouse.
Okay, you are allocating quantity.
Books.
Quantity in the warehouse, and if there are any specific customers
To the
which are
customer.
predefined, I mean if they want, I mean.
They are giving some
As a brand customer.
brand customers.
customers.
We are giving some privileges or some kind of.
This is all about defining books, stock
So
quantities.
they are the golden customers or platinum customers for this.
Yeah.
They'll be given preference if the
Preferences
stock
for
rate
that.
uses or something like that.
If book does not existing in the system, then
So we can define the quantity without a customers here too, right?
yeah, you can define it. But it won't affect, right?
Without the what? Without the,
Customer.
Customers.
without the customer.
Without the customer you are saying, or you without
Customers,
the
how
quantity.
bill 2 will be generated.
Basically this is master data, right?
What is master data?
Master data means it should not be a specific, okay, this is all related to customers we're talking about. You're,
Don't worry, Suresh, we are all there, same level.
no,
Take
you-
time to.
see, I have a book,
Uh,
there are like 100 copies are there. How can we define the customer, this customer will have 100 copies? Is that you're defining, or you're defining a book with 100 copies?
No, no. The
No,
book.
in the warehouse, I have 100 copies of that book, okay? Tomorrow, see right now it is okay, I have whoever comes, apart from that customer also if somebody else come, I will be able to give books to those people along with this my regular customer as well. But when the stock reduces, let's say it's going down 20 or 30 copies, in that case I want to give preference to this customer because he is my regular customer. In that case I am defining it there.
In that screen only for customer specific.
Okay,
That makes sense now because
Yeah.
I'm thinking about like overall warehouse books quantity.
This is part of that,
Part of
this
it.
is part of
Part
it,
of
but here allocating as per the customer.
We need to think in perspective of salesperson. Only we can
You have to correct
Yeah.
that, you have to imagine things.
imagine
and
this,
then,
then only we can map to this.
You need to think about the buyer and the seller and everything.
So this one.
This is the next topic.
What is this?
Print and bind receipts.
Okay. This we used to create and maintain print.
Print and bind
What is mean by
receipts
print and
actually.
binds? What do you mean by print and binds?
Yeah, print and binds means the books we are printing.
Okay.
Means
Yes, binding.
You have-
yeah, and then
It is that.
So binding means we have lot of binding, spiral binding like that in the way.
yeah,
what we
that comes under binary code, binary information is there, no? In create, maintain binary screen, we will define that binary, what type of binary or
I mean,
something.
as of now you created a warehouse, then you define the customer pre-allocated quantity. Now you are into creating
This is actually what happens in the warehouse.
warehouse.
Yeah,
You print it, it's physical thing now, you know, you bind it, keep things ready and then it gets shipped.
So
yeah. In order to print or something else, this is the main screen, print and bind screen, which will increase the stock of the particular ISBN.
So while printing,
With-
how
is this
this will
specific to
increase
ISBN
stock?
again?
Yeah,
How can it be possible to increase the
Each
stock?
ISBN is a book. You should map like
Yeah,
that.
this is specific to a book again.
Yes.
Yeah.
One particular book.
Yeah, item code is nothing but a book.
Every time we talk about an item or an ISBN, map it with a book.
Book. Yeah.
In this case,
These are all common names which we define it. So, in order to increase the stock of particular book, we
give a number of copies to increase that. How many copies we want? Okay.
yeah, in order to increase the book. In this screen, once we create any data, these are all only expected receipts, not actual receipts. Means that does not affect any usable balance.
Come again.
one thing, Bindu, you have been saying receipts here, print and bind receipts. So what is
Receipts.
What are receipts now here?
Receipts is nothing but once the item has means we are asking to print that books.
Correct.
So it does not existing in our system, but we are sending these books to the Indie. Okay.
We're giving order there
Yeah.
to print and bind.
Yeah.
Right.
That process we called as receipt.
Okay.
Okay.
See, we in that inventory, in that warehouse, we need so and so books, right? So those books are not actually physical when we give an order to that warehouse.
Yeah.
And in that warehouse, it gets printed and then binding and everything. So that process where we are sending them information, print these, maybe they acknowledge which is receipt or something, is this print and bind receipt.
Okay. And Bindu, you are talking about the increasing of prints, right? Increasing books.
Increasing.
But unless and until we get some order, we'll print for that order only. But we will not print more than that, right? Then how can the order will be increased?
Order is with respect to the customer,
Okay.
not with respect to the book. The book may have 1,000 books. We can print 1,000 books.
Okay.
Right, before you get order itself, ideally if you go to shops also, whatever is there on the shop, it is not that somebody is going to come and buy.
So I can also go and buy. You
By
can
default, you have some stock there. So this is
Okay.
that now.
Yeah, that.
The initial stock, not based on order.
Author may be a customer. The
Oh.
buyers may be a different person.
No, this is not author.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe this is initial stock now.
Initial
no?
stock.
Huh.
Author can request for 1,000 books.
Huh.
1,000 books.
Exactly, correct, exactly. It need not be an author also. Many times it's a publisher.
Publisher.
He wants to spend only that much amount. So initially I go with this much of stock. We'll see whether we are getting orders or not. Based on that, further publishing will happen.
We
Right?
need to
See.
act as a shopkeeper.
Hmm?
We can know shopkeeper. We can act as
ISBN.
a shopkeeper. We can know the stock books.
Yeah. I'm talking like I already have a shop with this one.
See, ISBN with respect to the binary code, what type of binding we need to do? We define ISBN. So with respect to the pub status, mostly we use the pub status like IP.
Okay.
Okay, which is in print.
Right.
So NYP will not accept over here, not
Okay.
at print. So please won't accept. So most of the time we use only the pub status as IP.
So you see most of the times, some other times you use some other thing.
Means NYP also we use, but with respect to the preconditions which we get any defect like that. So in print means most of the time we select, by default you only think about the IP status.
Okay.
So the ISBN must have the IP status with respect to default. The price status should be default.
Default.
Okay. And binary code, you can select any binary code.
Okay. How
And
many
the
bytes are
warehouse.
there then? Binary code?
I think in create maintain binary code, binary
Oh.
string you have a list of binary codes. You can depend on them. Warehouse. Warehouse is nothing but Hindi and other warehouse. Here is the difference between this warehouse. The same procedure we will be creating with respect to Hindi as well as other warehouse. So once we generate this, once we save this, we'll get one receipt number with respect to this ISBN, binary code and warehouse.
Okay.
So this receipt number is expected receipt number, not the actual receipt number. This is expected receipt. Means here usable balance will not be updated. But we have a receipt. We are defined a receipt, but which are not actual receipt. Means the usable will not updated. Once these receipts sends to Indy, we will be sending one process to Indy. These are the number of receipt numbers and the batch UID number with respect to the ISBNs. There is one process we are defining over here. In mail, we'll send a mail to Indy, like John, Jeff, and I think John, Jeff, and one more guy, Aaron, not Aaron. So with respect to batch UID and ISBN and the receipt number, we'll define over here and we'll send it this actual receipt. Once these receipts comes from Indy, then only these are actual receipts.
So this is a manual process then?
Yeah.
This one is manual process.
This is not manual process. This should be done from Indy. Okay. You can check with Arif, I think. Before.
Arif?
I mean, your lead, right?
Okay.
So how come he knows that? So any information for it?
Because before Kiran was there on onset, so we used to send the mails to Jeff and
Kiran, na?
Kiran and Jeff and John.
Okay.
So John has been processed over these receipts. We have a document, like now we have a document which we only create, like shipments will do in here only with respect to Indy, and we have a document like receipts also. Once you go through that receipt documents, then you can come to know that.
So you mean to say that we need to ask documents regarding receipt documents?
We have a document. I think Shiva has sent it to you in the KT document.
Do you remember the name of the document?
Receipts, I think.
Receipts.
I think
Indy receipts, I think.
And they have it. I think.
Indy receipts.
It has the complete description.
No, not the complete description. That respect to only this part. Indy
Actual
receipts,
receipts,
right? Yeah.
Receipts KT करके एक document है.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, this one.
So for actual receipts thing, that will be separate part.
Yeah.
Then the expected receipt is what? That
In the screen only.
that is the one which you show.
Yeah, I will show you one second. Okay, this is the document which you get the actual receipt. Once this actual receipt comes, then you need to run one batch process. So once the batch process done, it's in engine, in OTC engine, then the usable balance will be increased.
And what is the? Do you remember the name of the job?
Yeah, that is OTC expected receipt and WMS expected receipt. Before doing this also we need to run this batches. WMS. OTC expected receipt is before sending this actual receipt. Once this actual receipt comes to from Indy, we'll run the inventory balance batches OTC as well as WMS.
Bindu.
Yeah, I will show you in the engine.
Yeah.
I will show you in the engine.
It's difficult, you know. It's like
And one more thing, like this is for Indy.
okay.
This process is for only Indy.
Okay.
With respect to other windows, you can update in the screen itself.
Okay.
So for that, Indy only we need to manually create a receipt or what?
Yeah,
No, manually.
both the type of warehouse you need to create the receipt number.
Okay.
Same process in the receipt creation
Okay.
for warehouse and other warehouse also. So in order to increase the usable balance of other warehouse, there is one screen,
Okay.
receipt, maintain receipt screen. There you can manually update the usable balance
Okay.
with respect to that warehouse, not with respect to Indy. For Indy, we need to follow this procedure. Only for Indy.
Can
That's not even enough.
once you create the ISBNs in the system, then tomorrow maybe I will only taking the inventory session, so that we'll create here print and binds and we'll generate the expected receipts, and then we'll process those receipts, and then we'll see the actual receipt. Then the complete flow will be explained to you.
So you want us to create some ISBNs?
Yeah. Once you
create
create,
means yesterday we did the screening of ISBN. We have taken that ISBN
From
converter
direct.
yeah.
in
Yeah,
Google,
correct.
and we have created two ISBNs.
Okay, you
That's
have
what
it.
creation.
Yeah. You can give it to me
Do
then.
you have those numbers with you?
The database is there, right?
The database in our system. Yeah, we didn't write
But
on
in the
this
system you
laptop.
have it. Okay.
So now I will
Tomorrow
show.
morning she can.
Yeah. Now I will show you for other videos. It's better, no?
So Bindu, just for me to
Yeah.
just to confirm. So you talked about those are the preconditions for us to come to this screen and create expected receipts, right?
Which three conditions?
You talked about like IP should be D. Sorry.
Yeah. Those are the
It should be in IP status and then
Default price.
default price, right?
Yeah.
Those two are the preconditions.
And if you select other warehouse, then particular warehouse price should exist in this screen.
Huh. Okay.
That was the precondition. You can note it down like precondition. So I am selecting this item which has other warehouse as well as Indy.
So now what you are doing? You are creating a print for that.
Receipt. Print and bind receipt
Okay.
with
By
receipt.
taking on ISBN, so automatically it will populate the data value over here.
Yeah.
So regular point.
With respect to the receipt number.
How do you get the receipt number? 6782?
We can give any 4-digit
So
number.
any 4-digit number.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
give any 4-digit. This
Publication-
PO date is present date.
Present date.
Yeah. It won't accept the future, it will accept the future date, but it won't accept the previous date,
Okay.
current date.
So it will be when this will be, this date will be when the receipt will be generated date or what? It's PO date.
Which we define in the screen.
Correct. What is it?
For what purpose we are defining?
Means we need to check in the table, right? With respect to the date which we have created the receipt and what was the details of that receipt.
What does PO stand for?
PO, I think Hema will be doing this.
Oh, okay.
PO number also, it will comes under EDI, non-EDI.
Okay.
And this is the unique numbers, PO numbers are unique numbers. So how much quantity you want to increase that for a particular warehouse?
So apart from order, we want more 500 books, right? You mean to say that?
Yeah, you can.
Total print
If the order is 100, we are giving a print quantity of 500.
500, that's what you mean to say.
Yeah.
But this is not related to order, right?
Not related to order. If you want to increase the warehouse balance with respect to that quantity.
So how do you know that it is 100, now you are giving 500? How can you know that the order is 100?
No, I'm not telling with respect to.
This is not with respect to order.
Order, okay, just roughly all telling.
Yeah, roughly I'm creating with respect to 500. You can give 5,000, 5 lakh something if you want anything.
So it says create and maintain, right? So that means once I create this, I can update and again 1000 karke I can just send it once again for printing the same.
No, receipt number will be different, right?
Correct.
Once-
It will be different, but again the same thing I can use again for.
Yeah, you can use the same as a number of times.
Okay.
With respect to warehouse, same warehouse also you can use.
Okay.
Just increasing the quantity of the book.
So what is comment, DMO internal? Comment means?
This comment will be existing in receipt screen.
Okay. So why this?
The
comment
DMO
required?
internal is with respect to invoice. It will always generate the same comment in order, invoice and AR.
So what do you, how many comments will be there? Only on DMO internal?
There are 3 to 4 types: general, narrate, and DMO internal.
So each description is there in functional specs?
Yeah, each there in spec.
So we will select only DMO internal, or else we can select other two also. Anyway,
anything you can't, if you are not unable to give any comment also, it won't affect.
Okay.
Can you just scroll this side, Bindu? I saw some status new.
Yeah, the status will be new. When you create a receipt, before creating a receipt, it is in new status.
Okay.
Once this status will update to open, these actual receipts comes into OTC.
Can you show what are the different statuses? Just those two?
Yeah.
You want open or?
Open, rejected, reopen, closed. Means we can also, once the receipt is closed, we can also reopen this receipt.
In what scenarios will reopen that? Is there any specific scenarios?
No, I don't know because I did not use any reopen status. Rejected means the user, if the ISBN has so much of quantity, we can directly change the status to rejected. So it won't affect. Means unaffectedly I have created number of quantity.
Okay.
So I want to decrease the quantity so that you can reject. You can state the status as rejected. So that quantity will be in rejected. Means once the process runs or something else runs, it won't affect that particular receipt.
So suppose if the order is some 200 something like that, and we have we have maintained this total print quantity as 5,000, but as per the real scenario the order requires only 500.
Okay.
Okay, so can we decrease that? That's 500 into 200 like that?
No, we can't decrease.
We can't decrease that.
We can't decrease.
I think once you give an order, you cannot make changes to it. So either you completely reject
And
get another order.
And one more thing, I think you have such type of questions we have here. If you want to, you are having the total print quantity of 5,000. You want the only quantity like 500, right?
Yeah.
So in this print quantity, you may define 500. Suppose I have a total print quantity as 100. Okay. So I am defining the bind quantity also. Print quantity and the bind quantity means complete book.
So bind and bound are
So
same?
here it will show us.
It is bound, right? What do you mean bind?
It will show us here. The remaining quantity it will be shown here. Okay, one second. This is status. No, only right. Once I will say save, I think here it will show us the differences.
Sheet, we're talking about the number of pages.
Yep. Remaining book quantity.
It's a sheet.
Yeah, sheet. One second. CB, right? CB. Here warehouse quantity also I am giving 100 on. Warehouse due date. Means once this due date is completed, then this receipt will be closed, automatically closed. It won't affect anything. If it has a usable, if it not satisfied with the respect to usable balance also. So sum of the binary quantity must be equal to total print quantity. So we have not yet defined whole quantity over here. So that's why it was showing this error message.
No, I didn't get you.
1 second.
There we have defined 500.
Yeah,
Yeah.
500.
Here it shows only 100. It's
Okay.
given an error. I think we need to know what is the binary, right? Then we can give this. Work on the due quantity.
So here,
Oh.
warehouse due quantity.
It is a list.
See, 400.
What do you mean by sheet?
Difference between this 500 and 100. It was showing a 400 of remaining. So this won't affect. The 400 quantity won't affect over here.
It's not clear, not at all. There we have defined print quantity, right?
Yeah,
Same
print
you
quantity
are
should
giving
be-
here.
yeah,
What is bound
and-
quantity?
Bound quantity means the print which you need to bind it over here.
So we are saying out of those 500,
500,
we want only
500 to
bound
buy,
copy.
yeah, bound the quantity. Remaining 400 we are not yet ready at this time. Or we want this binary, bound
Binding
quantity
to later on.
no, to other binary code. So you can define another binary code and you can give that
Is
quantity.
this binary thing is it like for you print somewhere and you bind it somewhere else? Is it like that?
Yeah, somewhere. Means in the same machine you can't get it, right? Printing machine was another and the binary.
So binary can be some other organization or small companies like that where you will be sending it for binding. Is it like
I
that?
don't know. You need to check in this.
Okay. It doesn't make sense to put print quantity 500 there and say only 100 you bind for that binary. Okay. So now binary is different from warehouse as per the screen, right? Warehouse is different, binary is different.
Yeah, warehouse is different. We, for respect to the warehouse, we are increasing this book quantity. So this is the other warehouse. We are printing and binding in AGS and we are increasing the quantity of 500
Okay.
for the respective book. So this is the other warehouse. You can check in create mint. So now this receipt is expected receipt, not the actual receipt. Okay, once we create a receipt over here, which is in new status.
You created, did you save it? Did you create one? Okay.
So after getting where does that receipt goes to next stage?
Yeah, I will show you one second.
So did it show any number or some receipt number will be generated?
Yeah, your receipt number are also generated. మళ్ళీ ఏమైంది See the receipt number 5661537.
Oh, in the same page it generated?
Yeah, in the
This
same
was not
page.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the status in new status.
Okay.
So the warehouse is the different warehouse or the warehouse? that-
Other warehouse, this is not Indie warehouse. So inventory price screen. See, I have selected CA warehouse. Okay. So now the ending balance is 0 and the usable balance is 0. So now
So after creating that, we need to go to maintain receipts screen. So automatically when you enter that receipt number, the data will
ISBN, receipt number,
anything.
PO number, something. One second. See 5661537.
Now what?
See.
What is the next process? Yeah.
This is the received quantity. So I am giving, suppose I will give only 450. Okay.
So this
So what
process
is-
is now, so now, this is what she explained now, we generated that receipt, right? After
Yeah.
that there's a manual process involved.
Indeed. If it is in India.
Oh, so this is other way also, here what happens, this is exactly the next.
Yeah, this is other, I have created a receipt with respect to other warehouse.
Correct.
Other warehouse we can increase the quantity in the OTC only.
Increase the quantity in OTC only.
Yeah, we can increase other warehouse usable balance in OTC.
Okay, so this is after increasing the balance?
No,
This process?
before.
Before, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
before means in order to increase the balance.
Okay.
In order to increase
So once we
the
create a receipt number,
Yeah.
after we will go to this maintain receipt screen. So
Yeah.
actually what this maintain receipt screen will do?
yeah, maintain receipt screen will increase the usable balance for the respect to ISBN and the warehouse code. Only this field will be enabled only for other warehouse with respect to ISBN, with respect to PO number. Okay,
Only for other warehouse, not for Indian.
not for India.
Okay, so it is other warehouse, that's the reason it is been enabled.
Yeah.
So now here we will come here, we will increase the quantity now.
Yeah, so I am increasing the receipt quantity only 450, not 500. Okay.
So received quantity means
Received quantity means we have already received, means which is
we have
already,
already 500 we have mentioned there, right?
we want 500.
Okay.
There we have mentioned we want 500.
Here-
That is why I am asking, this process after we receive the goods, is it, when do we increase the number of,
In order to increase, not, see, once we have created receipt, this is, suppose,
see, normal process what happens, I want something, so I place an order somewhere.
yeah,
Okay, let's say I want
Five.
5 mobile phones. Okay,
Okay.
I created an order, 5 mobile phones. I give that order to whoever person. He goes, collects those things, it comes back to me, right?
yeah.
Here, now we already said they've already created order of 500 now, right? What is it? Why do we need to increase thing or, and it says received actually. Received quantity we are saying 450. That means we already got it back now.
Yeah,
So what are we doing here?
so in order to, you got it 5 mobiles.
Huh.
So what will be the usable balance in your perspective? You already received that books, right?
Right.
So in the system, it will show
Minus
us,
5, whatever it was, right?
no, it will increase our usable balance.
It should decrease, no?
No, it will increase. This is the received quantity from the Indy.
Correct.
Means from the print and bind, means the, what you want to say, from the printer.
Okay.
From the printer, you are already set that particular printer to print this many books.
This is not from customer's perspective, this is from warehouse perspective, is it that?
Yeah, this is from
This
warehouse.
warehouse received 500
Yeah,
copies.
warehouse, not with respect to the customer or with respect to the.
That is the confusion part. So, when you said received quantity, you are saying we received from the bindery or wherever.
Yeah, from
completed
the
ones,
print and
right?
bind which you have already printed in this many
This
type of
warehouse is receiving those quantities here.
warehouse.
Am I right?
Warehouse, not with respect
This
to the
thing is
customer.
when you said received quantity, received by the warehouse now, those quantity, actual printed things.
Not the customer.
The customer is ordered
Just
for
forgot
500,
about the
right?
customer.
Oh, okay, uska part.
उसका part हो गया, okay.
Now this is warehouse's part.
अच्छा, warehouse received 450, but the bill is receipt number is same, right? This receipt number, that receipt number is same.
Adi, with respect, that is how they are linking it.
Which
That customer receipt number and
The
here
number
receipt
which
number
was
is same.
generated in the previous screen.
Previous page.
yeah,
Receipt number-
that is with respect to the warehouse only, right? Not with respect to the customer. Here there is no bill to. Here is,
So it is
there is only
warehouse
warehouse.
only then, huh?
Customer is not in picture right now at all.
Huh.
Yeah,
But here this warehouse only, right?
Yeah.
We order 500 then warehouse is
Yeah.
500.
With
But how can you
respect
receive-
to-
She's saying warehouse did not receive the complete thing now. This is one situation.
Okay.
We ordered, where I am warehouse, I have ordered print and bind for 500 books.
Okay.
But when I got back, I saw it is only 450.
Okay, you got
This is
only
that's the
receipt quantity only 450.
450.
Okay, fine. Next.
Yeah. Once I save this, it will generate the receipt details, receipt date.
Then it should be in rejected state, right? Because it's 450 only. But we order 500.
No, it won't be in a.
So, as per your terms, this is the actual receipt
Yeah, this is the actual receipt
for other
for
warehouse.
other warehouse.
What happened now?
Yeah, 1 second, I will show you. See, the print and bind status is in open status.
Okay.
So total print
Oh.
received is 450, under print is 50.
Okay. So it is in stage in progress.
Yeah, and this warehouse due date is 10/31/2013. Until if the warehouse does not receive those 50, automatically by batch process it will close that. Even if that
50 remaining.
50 remaining will come to this warehouse or not also, by this date it will be closing this print and bind receipt.
Okay.
So here you can see that how many quantity of received you from the other warehouse or from
But
India.
automatically its order is not related to this. Okay.
Just don't add a customer and order in these screens.
Okay.
So you may be in a confusion. Only warehouse.
This is stock, that's all.
Stock.
Yeah, stock only.
What was the other screen actually? The maintain receipts, huh? The one
Yeah,
where-
maintain receipts.
Okay. Where you entered the.
Receipt quantity.
Receipt quantity, okay.
For India, I will create. Okay. I am taking the same as well.
Then what you're doing? You're creating for India.
India. To show the difference of that.
Okay, I'm lost. How do you make sure this is India only?
Yeah, I will tell you. Warehouse is there, no? Warehouse information. There we'll select the Indie type.
Oh yeah. Correct.
And you are bringing the item code from that warehouse.
Yeah. For the particular ISBN which has a Indie warehouse.
Again, we are populating in other warehouse, or
To show the difference between the print and bind receipts.
so we get the expected receipt number here.
Yeah. If the screen is open, then that use price will not be affected. So first you need to close that screen, then only
Which screen you need to close it?
yeah, I will show you.
Previous screen.
The create and inventory price already opened, right? So if I select the price and if this use price is in visible mode, so that screen, once the screen closed, then you need to click on this inventory price checkbox button. Then it will, the same screen will be open. See, the ending balance is 5350. Usable balance is 5249. Okay, 5249. So I'm using Indie warehouse. So useful balance. So I think this was new CR, I think.
You're creating for Indie, right? Okay.
Yeah. I have created it for Indie, but
there should be some process, right? At the Indie stage, not.
yeah, maybe this was the new CR which will be affecting for both the other warehouse and Indie warehouse.
It's working.
Yeah, it's the
For
same
Indie too.
process is working for Indie and
Indie too.
other warehouse also. But this won't affect in the WMS side. If that process won't affect, if that usable balance got increasing in the screen also, this usable balance will not affect in the WMS side, because we have not done this Indie process. Yeah, 400 got increased. 5249, right? 5649. There are 4 more types of print and binds we have. I will continue in the next session. Okay, just create the ISBN so that we'll do the Indie process.
Okay, we'll give it.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, batch process and all and all. Item, price with respect to the Indie warehouse, with respect to other warehouse, you can define
about creating an item, right?
Yeah, creating item and the warehouse. You can create a new warehouse also. But I think
No, now we want to create as new ISBN, right?
yeah, new ISBN and a new warehouse.
Okay.
So you can also define that ISBNs with respect to Indie warehouse price line and other warehouse price line.
So what about creating an item? Item is nothing but an ISBN? Okay.
Yeah, creation of item is nothing but an ISBN.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll create.
So you can create, then we'll create a print and bind over here and we'll see the Indie process.
Okay. 2 is enough, right? 2 to 3?
Yeah.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Session.
three I have completed it. 3 scenarios. Indie, print and bind.
Creating the different warehouses. Right, we touched upon that.
Yeah,
Indie type prints like little in progress, we can say. Other warehouse you
Yeah.
did today.
Yeah, that's it. That's all right.
Thanks, Vinod.
Yeah. I should notice this paper. Is it Hema's? Thank you.
Sorry.
Stop that.
Oh, sorry. Forgot. Necessarily which is going to increase the size.
And this,